I don't know when I'm uploading this because I don't know when I'm going to tell everyone. But today, on the 27th of July, we sat down, Andrew, Alex and myself sat down, and we decided that we are going to close LevelUp. I'm gonna miss you. I'm gonna miss LevelUp. Hi. Come in. So yeah, welcome to LevelUp. This is LevelUp door. As you can see, we've announced we're closing and then 20% off. If you took advantage of that deal, thank you, needed the money. But yeah, this is the store. So I stayed open late for you guys because that's the kind of person I am. And so yeah, this is the shop. Shall I give you the tour?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So here we have the comic books. No, not the comics, we have the cards. Here we have the cards, and usually we have it split into 3 tables. So we have Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, but this is now the sale table at the moment where we're just processing sales. We have our cabinets, which are usually dedicated to accessories, sets, bulky sets, stuff like that. Here we have the 5 for £1 comics, which is something purely that we've introduced into the sale. Then we have our comic sets, which we make ourselves and then price them up. We have our lovely display of pops, which was twice the height of that before the sale started, but you know, we're doing 3 for 2 on there. Then if you come through here, which most people think they're not allowed for some reason.
Yeah, not sure why.
Yeah, we've got our counter where we serve the lovely people.
That's where the magic happens.
Where the magic happens.
Oh yeah.
Then we've got more card foils, and then we've got our shelves and stuff where we sell our games and whatnot. Here we have our comics, where at the moment they're all 50p each. It's very messy because I've just been processing stuff. Got games, boxes that we are processing for sales. Then we got the comics here, which are the date of birth comics. And yeah, and then we got the vinyl. Then we got the graphic novels here, which are graphic novels. It's been nice late. And then we got the cabinets that sell consoles, cartridges, and jewellery. And then, if you think that the shop is messy enough,
where most of you have not seen.
And this is after 3 weeks of tidying and sorting, we have the back room. So yeah, at the moment all these boxes actually mean something towards the auction. Each one is a different auction lot. Over there is still kind of missed. All of this kind of actually means something as well. These boxes that are numbered here, there's about 25 of them. That's stuff that we are boxing and going to store to put online. So as you can see, we're up to 57. This is actually box 58. So we already have 58 boxes full of stuff. And the shop still looks like that, and the back still looks like here. So it's a bit stressful. So yeah, and then we're just kind of sorting through a lot here and getting everything done. So yeah, thank you for showing the tour.
No worries.
That's the tour.
My name is Andrew Robinson. I have worked here for 2 years as a staff member and 1 year before that as a helper outer.
Helper outer, yeah. Love it.
I've been shopping at LevelUp for 7 years. As a customer, I always enjoyed the staff, actually. The stock and the staff are always incredibly friendly. And as a staff member, I've enjoyed being that friendly person to the customers and getting first dibs on all the games that came in. That was really cool.
That's always one of the favourites of the staff members. Good afternoon. Today is Thursday, and today is one of the first days we've been seriously getting ready to close LevelUp. So we have started putting up all the sales. We've just been getting everything ready. Like it's really infuriating how little work looks like has been done, but at the moment we're doing a lot of moving around. We're doing a lot of moving around because we need a lot of the boxes that are on display in the shop. We need them for storing stuff. we've been trying to get stuff out of the back so it's on the shop floor, because there's so many things that I still need to sort. Like we still had like loads of piles of Yu-Gi-Oh! We've got to get them in one go. We've started loads of sales to try and get rid of everything. We're trying to work out what we need, what we want to keep, what we need to store. I really don't know what we're going to do. Oh, there's a dog. I really don't know how we're going to do it. I don't know how we're going to do this in a month. I'm Lucy Myatt, and I own LevelUp.
How long have you had LevelUp?
Gosh, I've been running LevelUp for, I think it's going to be its 9th year in October. Or it was.
Oh, that's sad.
So today is Friday, and we first started our first pickup today, where 10 whole boxes were taken, and you wouldn't have a clue. It looks no different. We have just taken out all these boxes plus 6 more from that little room that was never touched. They were put aside when we first moved in and just never had the time to get around to them. That was all X-Men. It's just all X-Men. So there's a big gap there now. But it's just never ending. It's never ending of sorting and organising, and it's just becoming this big whole mess. And it's hot and sweaty and humid in here, and I feel like I'm suffocating. I'm just not. And Andrew is following me.
With boxes.
With boxes. Oh, it's horrible. I ran out of beta blockers about a week ago, and I've just been a suffocating mess. But I got them back today, so I'm really happy. That's gonna help me through.
On a business level, I think the strongest thing about LevelUp was our interaction with the customers, first and foremost. I think that's what made us stand out from everyone else. I also think we priced our game, well, our stock, I think we priced incredibly well. I also think our social media was definitely our strongest, sort of more business front aspect. Our social media was very good. We wouldn't have lasted as long as we did if it wasn't for that. So definitely social media.
So today on Saturday, it was crazy levels of busy. Like, it was so busy. I took a quick Snapchat story, but it like doesn't do justice to how busy it was at one point. But it was packed, which is bittersweet, because it's like, yeah, we smashed Target today, and that's great because every penny over to Target is being saved up for when I don't have a shop. But at the same time, I was like, oh, why couldn't it be this busy before? Why did I have to take my business going out of business for you guys to come? I mean, a lot of you came anyway, but still, you know what I'm saying. Bittersweet. And then some absolutely wonderful customers came in, and they were so sad, and then they were like saying their goodbyes. And it hit me, like, sometimes I say goodbye to someone that actually might be goodbye forever, and that's heartbreaking, and that's sad. And yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible. But people are coming and giving me money, so I don't care right now. I'm very grateful for that. I need the money. This is how the cabinets are looking now. To be honest, they're still pretty damn full, and so are the comics, even though people are buying sets. We now have 5 comics for £1 boxes here, and they're just expanding as they go bigger. We've got our sets here because there's 20% off the sets. We've got our 3 for £2 pops, where one other row, no, it wasn't a full row, but like one row is gone now, so we still have plenty more. We have just displaying loads of the sales, got a Q&A about the shop closing down. We've got like jewellery here because one of the jewellery things is 4 for £1, 4 for £10. All of these boxes are the boxes that were over there. I've done about half of them. Alex has filed away loads of X-Men because we had to swap them into big boxes because we need the short boxes for storing all the stuff for the future. But that kind of gives us this extra space to show and display stuff, which is really good and handy because we've got loads of weird things we need to display. Graphic novels, which haven't been touched because we've been mostly working here. Stuff we need to sort out tomorrow. Date of birth comics, which are now there, which are great. Don't really know what I'm doing with them yet. Filing them away. Piles of stuff Lucy's organising. It's just, it's getting there. It's getting there. Like, the more we organise, the more I realise we just have so much stuff. It's ridiculous. It's actually insane.
Things that I don't think worked with LevelUp was when we tried to buy brand new stock in. I remember the graphic novels and the Harry Potter pops in particular.
So today is the 5th of August and we are still working on the comics. Today I have 4 boxes open and they are potentially valuable comics. They are sets. These are comics that I have future plans for. They're not worth anything, but like I think they'll be good date of birth plan comics and graphic novels. I have a spreadsheet where I am writing what exactly goes in every box, so I am as organised as possible when these are stored away, and when I'm looking for anything, I'll know exactly what box number to go to. Genius. I'm not telling you it was my dad's idea, because I'm taking all the credit. I just wanted to show you what we've had to do to just to organise all the X-Men titles. Each pile represents a different X-Men title, and it's not even all of them. It's just all the ones that we're trying to make sets out of. And we hate it. We never want to read an X-Men comic again. We never want to see a comic again. We just want it all to go away.
What worked in LevelUp? Me, I worked.
I worked hard.
No, it's like, what worked in LevelUp?
I think a lot of things worked with LevelUp and they came very organically or luckily. One thing that worked was that LevelUp was a retro game shop, and at the time it was the only place in Liverpool that did retro, and when I did comics I was the only place that did back catalogue comics. So in that sense, having a niche or monopoly on a small market, that did help me. Other things like being very on top of social media, always uploading new stock, keeping people in the loop without very easily through Facebook, stuff like that worked. Having a place where people could go and talk to like-minded people, that worked. It all came together very nicely. It fitted well. So today is the 6th and it's the first really worryingly bad day of the closing down sale. So obviously the days that we first announced it, we had everyone coming in shock, and then we had the weekend which was packed. Now we have our first Monday and it's just dead. Like, takings wise, it's not even okay for a standard day, and I just can't afford even one day like this. So I'm worried. I'm very worried that this is how the rest of the closing down is. Everyone's already had their moment, everyone's stopped to care, everyone's had their moment to care, and now it's gone. I don't know, I've put some really cool figures on half price discount, or like better than 20%, which is like our wash at the moment. That's everything's 20% off unless it's already in another deal. But
the happiest memories I have of LevelUp, actually not us working, it's of us filming stuff for your vlog. I really enjoyed that. That was great fun. I remember the first one in particular, which was you air guitaring with a tie on your head on one of the tables that we were clearing for comics. I don't know how that came up, but that was great fun. I enjoyed that.
It's 7th. It's the 7th. It's another 9 p.m. Night, working late, waiting for my dad to pick me up this time now, so he can take some of the stuff back. But I just wanted to show you something. It's getting better. Those 4 boxes that you can see there are the only 4 boxes left to sort out that were from that room there. And look, there's actually like things are starting to make sense. I'm now taking some of the good graphic novels out there before we start applying any more discount to them, because we don't need to apply discount to good graphic novels that I know I can sell. Also, we have cleared a lot of this space out. Look at all of those 5 for £1 boxes. Very happy with that. And that's kind of it. Everything else still looks the same. Everything else is a bit of a mess. The kitchen's scary. We've packed up 20 boxes and they have left this shop and you wouldn't be able to tell. Looks no different.
I will miss definitely the customers with LevelUp. Yeah, definitely the customers. And I will miss the social interaction. I'll miss the... hunting through games and stuff like that. I really enjoy that and getting recommended. It's mostly cost orientated, to be fair. So yeah.
Today is the 12th, and it's the most beautiful day that's ever existed because today I finished sorting the comics. I haven't completely finished everything to do with the comics, but I have finished sorting through all the comics. I know where everything's going, so I can quickly finish doing the little bits that I need to do with it, and then it's done. It's done, and I don't have to worry anymore, and I'm so happy. It's the best thing that's ever happened. I look like a madman.
How did you open LevelUp?
I was 22 and I was working in game and I was not happy. I was very depressed. And I actually was signed off for 2 weeks with depression, and one of my friends said, oh, come and do a car boot with me. And I did it, and I was like, oh my gosh, people give you money for things you don't want. This is amazing. And so I started going and doing car boots every single week. And I was like, this is great. And I used to sell DVDs online because I always knew that I wanted to be self-employed in some capacity. And so I took the DVDs there, and then that grew into me selling loads more DVDs, and then I took some games along, and then someone came to trade a PS2 with me, and it was at that moment while doing this car boot I realised I was known as the entertainment table or the game table, and yeah, it just very much grew from there. We wanted to have somewhere more stable. Grand Central was the best place. It was my dad's idea because I used to work in Chester, so to move to Liverpool at the time was almost like going abroad. And yeah, just grew from a tiny little table to a tiny little cupboard to one of the biggest stalls in Grand Central.
Bloody hell, didn't ask for your life story.
I sold some things. So it's the 13th. Today has been a bit weird. It was a really rubbish day. I mean, even by like normal day takings, it was rubbish. Which once again, I'm worried, does that mean the sale's over? The people have stopped caring? But I've done something that I thought I would never do, and I didn't realise how many collectors truly understand the significance of this act and how many people have messaged me to say sorry. I've had more sympathy of this action than some people have given me for closing my shop, and it's selling my comics, like my comics. Like, I'm talking about the first appearance of Venoms with the chromium cover, death of Gwen Stacy, death of Green Goblin, first appearance of Punisher, first appearance of Rhino, first appearance of Full Mary Jane, first appearance of Shocker, Vanessa Fisk, Gwen Stacy, partial to Mary Jane, first appearance of Dr. Octopus, that's Amazing Spider-Man issue 3, issue 9, first appearance of Electro, signed by Stan Lee when I personally met him, got the first appearance of Gambit when Rogue entered X-Men, Days of Future Past, with the first appearance of Rachel Summers, Avalanche, Destiny and Pyro, and Jubilee, like, and this is just a quarter of my stock. I did not take my collecting lightly. It was something I did. I only collected first appearances, but I took great pleasure in it. It's something I never thought I would do. It was something I never really wanted to do. It's the only thing I've ever collected saying, well, if something doesn't work out, I've got that to fall back on. And now I'm falling back on it. And once that's gone, what do I have to fall back on? So it's just kind of really messed me up mentally a little bit today, because like, I've priced them up with a way that if they sell, I'll be happy. Like, I've probably overpriced some of them because they're the ones I really don't want to get rid of. So if they don't sell, I'm fine, I've still got them. If they do sell, it's for a price that I can't say no to. So there we go. I'm not forcing anyone to buy them, and I'm pretty honest about the fact I probably overpriced some of them. But yeah, I just kind of, I need the money, especially when my shop, which is still full, like, we've packed up 50 boxes now, and it just doesn't look it. It's still a full shop. The kitchen is still full. Everywhere's still full. I have still so much stock, and I'm like, what, is this all crap? Have I, you know, I don't think it is. The more I look at it, the more I actually sell this stuff to me. I've got Fallout tins with bobbleheads for 30 quid and they're not selling. Like, what am I doing wrong? It's just really stressing me out and upsetting me. I'm not gonna lie, it's just really getting to me today. besides working from game, I actually was also studying to go to university. I'd already taken an access course, so people may have thought that, oh, just building this up was my only option, but it wasn't. I actually was going to go to uni, and I actually chose Level Up over going to uni 2 weeks before I was meant to start my course. So it was a risky move.
Okay, so where did we just go?
We just went to go pick up the key for my mailbox. So if you didn't, so I've just been to my mailbox and picked up some mail because we've just rented out like a PO box kind of thing, and people have already sent me things, like little cards and stuff, but also I've got some mail that I have had sent there, so I'm excited. So yeah, if you didn't know, because we don't have a shop anymore, we didn't have any post, and we couldn't have it sent to where I live because it's the worst place in the world to receive post. So I'm excited. I feel like an
Do you feel like a
YouTuber,
celebrity?
like I've got a PO box. It's good. Let's go.
Do you regret choosing Level Up over uni?
I really don't. I was worried I would. I genuinely was really worried that I would. But I always said uni's something you can always go back to. You go to uni to get your dream job. And Level Up was my dream job. Well, so you will not believe who just turned up in my shop.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
Internet.
Hello, internet. For anyone who doesn't know, this is Jack. He used to work in Level Up, in the old Level Up.
Yes.
I'm going to see if I can find my own vlogs. If you find them vlogs with you, and can you send me them?
I'll be mooching through and maybe, recycling a bit of footage from my own videos.
He now has his own YouTube channel. Do you want to hand me that business card?
This is going to be a nice depth, if we can get it. Nice bit of depth of field for you all.
Yeah. Ooh.
Liverpool retro gamer.
It's not zooming in. It doesn't want to show you. There we go. There we go.
Yeah, tricks of the trade.
How nice. I just love this business card. Like, it's very American Psycho of us, but how nice is that business card?
When we were making it, that's exactly what we were doing.
Talking over creams and fonts.
Christian Bale. And then there was when we were trying to decide between Game Boy and SNES, there was a point I just sent him that scene where Christian Bale just drops a card and he's like,
It is exactly that. So
yeah.
I'm going to put his link below if you want to check out his channel as well.
Thank you very much.
Because he's doing a vlog about me, so I want to include him in the vlog about us. Oh, it's our first collab.
I know. Oh my god, it is, yeah.
Yeah.
First of many.
First of many.
The first of any.
Now buy your stuff and give me money.
Okay.
Because you've got time to kill, because you don't have time to kill, I'm going to film you while you film stuff.
Okay.
Because I forgot to ask, what was the best thing about working for Level Up?
Oh my god. Honestly, real talk, the best thing about working for Level Up was meeting like-minded people, and because a big reason why I love working in the shop so much is when if I was ever depressed or feeling alone or anything like that, I'd come into the shop, and even if I wasn't buying anything or speaking to anyone, just being around stuff that you loved and knowing there was a place for people who love this type of stuff, it just meant everything for me. And like I said, meeting like-minded people and trying to give other people that type of escape from their life, that was the best thing about the shop, by and large.
I think the only regrets I have about the shop personally was that I didn't do enough game nights and I didn't push the more physical, social side of the shop more. Yeah, I do regret that. I felt tired a lot, and it felt like, because we were moving out of the shop anytime soon, it felt a bit pointless doing it, but I regret not doing it.
Final Sunday, final Monday, final Tuesday, final Wednesday, final Thursday. So today is the final Friday, and it's kind of weird because today is kind of like the last normal day, because tomorrow is the last day, or last trading day. So yeah, today's like the last final normal day. But we are not leaving until everything is potentially priced up, because we want to make as much money as possible. So this is how much we've got to process, and we've already done about half the kitchen. So I still have to go through all of this, all of this, all of that, all of this, all of that. And you know how bad this kitchen's been, and it's amazing in comparison. But oh my god, not okay. So I actually forgot to let everyone know that I'm back from work. So it's actually midnight. I've only just got back from work. I completely forgot I wanted to tell everyone that I was working that late before, until I was about to jump in the shower. So very clever camera positioning right now. But yeah, it's just hit midnight. I've just got home. I stink of a hard and honest day's work. And now I have to go to get washed and then probably just go straight to sleep because there's no way in heck I can be late tomorrow. In fact, I want to get there early because we haven't actually finished everything. God help me. Quite a few things did not work. One thing that didn't work that everyone kept constantly telling us that we need to be doing was sell online. It just didn't work with everything else that we were doing because the amount of stock that we had just didn't work to split it, because a lot of people that have websites are usually selling about 10 different items, but they will have 100 of those 10 different items. And so it's very easy to put 10 different items on a website when we have 1,000 different items, but only one of each. So which ones do we split and put on the website? Which ones do we put on the shop floor? Because we couldn't do both, because when we tried that, something would sell, we'd forget to write it down, and all of a sudden it sells on the line and we don't have it. And it was a nightmare. Every time we've tried it with any different possible variation, it's never worked, ever. So this is it. This is Saturday, the final day. And I'm really weird. I've had a beta blocker, so I can't say it's like just anxiety, but I have been a little bit of a weird mess. I got really anxious about coming in. I got really anxious as soon as it opened. I got really funny about it. I started tearing up for no reason, like nothing particularly sad happened. And then I wanted to take a picture with Andrew, and then I couldn't, and I got really upset about it. I wanted everything to be processed and ready for when we open so we could just enjoy it. But it's not, and it's really busy, and I feel very all over the place. I can't even close my shop properly. I know it'll be okay, but I'm just getting really sentimental and emotional and stuff, and I'm sad. I think I just sensed a coffee coming. Did I just?
Hi.
Hi!
Hi, you have your last coffee.
My last coffee delivery!
And it says...
Oh no!
There you go.
I can't handle that. I actually cannot.
Hi, I'm
Hi.
Andrew Coulson. You may know me from such shops as LevelUp.
And the Lego shop.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Too soon, Andrew. Too soon.
What, you're closing too soon, or it's too soon to talk about it?
Both!
Ah.
Andrew,
Yes, hi.
what is your favourite thing about LevelUp? Also, the lighting on here is like
Is it really good?
really
Is that
good.
one spotlight.
Yeah, it makes it look
there? I brought
really
it with
good.
me.
The depth perception's also really good as well because of the light.
My favourite thing about LevelUp, the people. The staff
staff?
are really nice.
The owner?
Yes, the owner in particular is really nice.
What are you
Very,
gonna?
she's very friendly, very pretty.
Okay, now put them down the knife.
No, I mean, I don't know if people know this, but I used to work here at one point. It was a point where, I'm not going to go like a whole memory trip, but basically a lot of bad things happened all at the same time, and I didn't have much going for me. And Lucy very kindly gave me a job in the shop, and this was like 2 shops ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she didn't need to, and she was really nice, and she gave me something to do and stopped me from just sitting at home moping around. And yeah, I'm just happy I didn't burn the place down.
Me too.
Yes. So thank you, LevelUp.
Just mildly scorched.
So thank you for helping me through that. And
Thank you.
Sorry.
Don't mind.
You're so out. Are you filming?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought I'd actually film you doing the thing.
No, I was just going to say, the last thing I'm selling in LevelUp is my book. So I think it's very clear what I've just been doing.
I just closed the door to level up and just walked straight out here, just sat down on the stairs, just cried my eyes out.
So we've had our cries, we've had our talks, we've had our food breaks. Now we're packing up for the auction. How are we feeling?
Tired.
That wasn't even rehearsed then. So as you can see, we're delirious. It's just gone midnight and we're shattered, and I'm not looking forward to walking through town on a Saturday night, but it's time to go. We're nowhere near done, to be honest, but I think with 2 hours we can run around frantically and do a makeshift auction with the rest of everything. But you know, we're good, we're getting there, and the cabinets all have lots in now, and other stuff is other stuff, so well, we're getting there. 2 hours, I think we'll be able to throw all this together, because a couple of hours was spent getting everything else out the way. We were doing it a lot more officially, but then we're like, look, let's just do it lazily. So we're gonna do it lazily tomorrow, very quickly. So it'll be all grand, it'll be grand. We're gonna go, I'm tired, bye. Do you have any messages for anyone who's watching this?
Only thank you, really. The shop was what it was because of the people who came to the shop. Well, and because of us, because we were amazing. But no, generally a lot of you would come in, a lot of you would chat, a lot of you would make us laugh a lot, and quite a lot of you bought us presents, which was always nice. Some of you even bought us food, I really appreciated that. But no, seriously, thank you for the support, and thank you for a lot of memories and quite a lot of friends that I've made from being in here as well. So, yeah.
It's 10 to 11. We're like, people are waiting outside, I can hear them. It's getting very close to letting people in, and I haven't got my face on. We haven't finished setting up. We're nowhere close. This is an actual disaster. Hello! Oh, come in!
Morning, everyone.
So, we're still making lots, but please feel free to have a rummage round. Effectively, anything on the shop floor is a lot. If it's not numbered, it will be. But welcome!
Hi, guys.
Comics, 46 of them are complete, 20 of them are missing covers or pages, they're not in very good condition. Some of them even still have the free gifts with them. They're just a little bit of nostalgia.
This one of the Vax got free gifts.
Yeah, so some still even have the free gifts. And yeah, so that's for 66 Sonic Comics magazines.
Excellent. So, starting bid at £2. Anyone for £2 for lots of Sonic comics? 90 for start. Okay, got £2 here. Anyone for £3? So we've got £3. Anyone for £4? I raise them up high so there's no mistaking it. Okay, yep. So £3. Okay, cool. That's gone to number. What was your number, mate? Number 40. Number 40. So that's £3 for Sonic Comics. Cool.
So we're having a bit of a break now. It's our first break in between the auctions. Focus. So we're having our first break in between the auctions. How do you think it's going?
It's going well. A lot of things have gone, but then you see this like big box of comics, all those comics behind us there. No one really wants those.
No one wants them. It was a bit awkward. It was a bit awkward. I was like, oh, okay. It's like asking someone out. They say no, it's fine. But no, it's going well. We're having our first break. People are just having another rummy. Some new people have turned up, so fresh news with fresh wallets. So yeah, it'll be good. So it is now, what time is it? It is now 20 to 7. The auction is over, and like this is where the cabinets were. They are gone. Yeah. It is gone. Things are gone. We have a Jack. Hello. Jack was like, I've come to help you out. And I was like, oh, there's nothing to do. And then it turns out everyone came to collect the cabinets. So there was something to do. But yeah, look, everything's empty.
Not everything, no one wants PS2 games.
Nobody wants PS2. The only thing that didn't sell was the PS2 games. Well, but the only games that didn't sell. The graphic novels are gone. There's just, yeah, cabinets are empty. It's weird. What's it like seeing the shop like this?
It's weird.
It's weird.
It's definitely, should have said before, it's a little bit eerie.
It is a bit eerie, isn't it? It's a bit unnerving.
When the conversation dies down, you're like, ooh.
Gets awkward.
At the moment, it still feels like your shop because
it's so messy.
This area here.
Yeah.
This
area
bit here is still.
This isn't because of the auction. That's just what it usually looks like. But yeah, now we've got like 3 or 4 days left where we can come and clean everything up, tidy everything up, and that's it. I'm getting almost there, very almost there. But I tell you what, I'm gonna go to sleep now, I'm tired. There's a couple of things I wish I'd done differently. Quite a few actually. There's quite a lot of business mistakes, lessons that I've learnt. And one of them was I wish I was tougher in the beginning. When I opened my shop, I was 22. I am very honest about the fact that I suffer from anxiety. I was too timid and I didn't stand up for myself. There were people that I would have took crap from that I wish I hadn't. And there were staff that I possibly should have let go sooner when I didn't. And staff are expensive and, you know, I wish I'd learnt that. There are certain business moves I wish I'd made differently. I wish I had only moved to Victoria Street. I didn't stay in Grand Central as well. A couple of years ago, my dad said, why don't you move around the Baltic Triangle area? And I was like, Dad, that place is dead. No one's going to go up there. And even though maybe I was right, or maybe he was right, that place is booming now. So maybe if I'd got there with a long lease and somehow managed to wait it out, I could be laughing right now. But that one I don't necessarily wish I'd done differently. I guess that's probably the only what if I had that stays in my mind. So it is now the Monday after everything. The shop is closed. I came in the shop today and I went to go and open the door like it was a shop because I was just on autopilot, and that was sad. I also woke up earlier than I've ever woken up because I don't know. The first day I could have had a lie-in if I wanted, and I just woke up at like 8:30 and I was up. So I'm here now and I'm gonna get the shop. I want to try and get the shop all done today. I don't want to be waiting around working all week long when I can just work really hard for one day and get it all done in one go. So let's see how that goes.
Do you have any tips for anyone who wants to do the same thing?
Someone recently messaged me this and I kind of was like a deer caught in headlights. I was like, I don't know what, it's a very broad question, but I get asked it a lot, which is why I'm kind of glad it's in the interview. I was an idiot when I first opened this shop. I did so little planning and I lucked out. So I guess one of the first things I would say is definitely plan. Definitely plan as much as you can. Prep, plan, plan, plan. Location is a hard lesson I've learned. It's vital. If you don't have a good location, your business isn't going to make it. Make sure that you have backup plans. One thing that's made closing LevelUp something that we actually can do without panicking is I've always had backup plans. And the other ones are, you have to give it 100%, and you have to realize that you have to put other things on the back burner. And someone once said it's the triad of disappointment. You've got to imagine a triangle, and one is business, the other is family, and the other are friends. You can't have all of them. You can only ever have one side. You're going to disappoint at least one aspect of your life. And if you are going to be self-employed, that has to be one of the things that you achieve. So you either have to go, right, I'm not going to have a love life, or I'm not going to have a lot of social life. If you think that love and family and social life is more important than the job you have, don't be self-employed. I honestly can't stress that enough. It's quite sad, but you can't have everything.
I'm cursed. I tried to replace the man on my Lego calendar with me, and this happened. That happened. I don't even know how to... Oh, Andrew's gonna be mad.
There's so many things that I will miss. I will miss the customers. I will miss my own space. Like LevelUp, as always, especially in Victoria Street with 24/7 access. I've kind of stayed here a little bit longer on my own. I've had a bit of a sing here on my own. I like the actual, just, I can swing a cat around here compared to my tiny little flat. I'm not, can we just put in the documentary? I'm not actually swinging cats. But I like the space. I like the fact it's my space. I like the quietness. I like that I had somewhere to go. I am a workaholic. I struggle to stay in one place all day. I don't really know how I'm going to stay at home all day. I like that. I'm going to miss that. No, don't need this today. So tomorrow is Thursday, which makes today Wednesday. And today was the day we wanted. Today is the second to last day. Tomorrow's going to be the last day of where we can get everything done. And it's been a very busy day. I've been to Eastham and back so I could go and look at a garage, which was a bit of a lifesaver because I can put my van there, where my dad was worried about where he was going to park come winter. So I've got my garage sorted, which I'm really happy about for my van. Then I came back and we have just non-stop tidied. We've just done our third van load for today, and the shop is still busy, full of stuff. All this has been sold to, I think, Critical Hit. I think Critical Hit has bought it all. But yeah, so that's good. But there's still so much to pack up. There's still so much to do. And I'm just exhausted and I can't handle it anymore. Like, we were actually just sitting here today and we just said we feel like crying. Like, we're not sad, but I think we're just so mentally and physically broken. We're just like, we could cry right now. I just can't handle it right now. It's time to go to sleep, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think the thing I won't miss the most is, miss the least, you know what I'm saying, is the people don't realise I'm actually incredibly introverted, and there are certain days where interacting with certain customers can be unbelievably draining, and I have to be happy and chirpy and talk to everyone, because not only is customer service my job, I'm also the manager, the face of LevelUp. I have to be the best, and if I'm not the best, then I'm not a good boss, I'm not a good self-employed person, I'm not doing my job properly. And sometimes that can it can really bring out a bad side of me when I get home. I just want to cry, I just feel defeated, I just don't want to be around anyone that day. I'm looking forward to having those insecure days, not insecure, but them introverted days, and just being able to have them instead of having to go to work and having to exhaust myself.
Hello, I am the Potato Lord. Oh. Pro vlogger right here. It's the last day of LevelUp being here at all. Like, even all the stuff, it's nothing's for sale. I don't know, but like, we're just cleaning all the stuff up and getting out. Tomorrow, we won't be allowed back in here. So, felt weird not documenting it at all. Lucy and Alex are having a day off because they're both dead. And I'm in trying to sort out without really knowing what the hell anything is, so this is fun. But yeah, I thought, Lucy doesn't know about this, obviously. I just found her camera laying around, I thought, I'll vlog it. So, what are we gonna do? Also, I discovered something. I am Lord Potato. So I figure I may as well tell you what the hell I'm actually doing. I don't know, is the answer. We've got boxes here. Those Pokemon cards that someone has bought and is collecting are till. I cleaned that. How nice does that look? It's already dirty. Well done, Lucy. Oh, 1 second. And stuff, I don't even know what's going on. So many comics. Why is there still so many comics here? I don't know. It's a bit silly. Who's that? Oh, it's Lucy. So yeah, trying to fill them with all the stuff from the shop. I don't know if they're actually, if anything in particular is meant to be going in some of those boxes. And we've got all these boxes, which I know I can just put stuff in. So that's good. But I've been putting just stuff in those boxes as well that sort of looks consistent. I've probably messed this up horribly. Lucy's going to see this and she's going to know why everything is chaos, and I'm going to get blamed, and then I'm going to get killed. It'll be nice knowing you guys. I will die. Ooh, crisps. Are you watching this, Lucy? These are mine. Going through the mess of things, and I found this DVD, this motorcycle diaries, which looked boring. Yeah, I thought it was a bit weird. It was just laying around on the on this. Thought I'd look inside. That's not how you spell motorcycle diaries. So our shop neighbour, who does 3D printing and stuff like that, keeps borrowing our charger, and we always let him borrow our chargers because why not? And he bought us a present today, so we have a bunch of beers. Now I just need to find someone who drinks beers. I think Lucy drinks beer. She can have them. Also, I've been given permission to eat all of the sweets, and I'm going to eat all the sweets. This will be a good day. So finding really clear instructions like this, I think it's Cthulhu speak. Say hello, by the way.
Hello!
I was going to just leave this as a surprise, but you've come in now, so...
Have you been vlogging?
I've been vlogging.
That actually makes me really happy.
It's terrible, but
Oh,
it's fine.
It'll be as good quality as mine then.
That's fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it's the last day. I'm really glad you did that, because it's like,
Yeah.
it's the very, very last day.
I've told them that.
Right, oh, sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay. Just.
Did you tell what day it was correctly without getting confused?
I didn't think to even mention what day it was. I'm an amateur vlogger.
Ridiculous.
I'm so glad you wafted that away from the microphone so they couldn't smell it.
Stop it away from me. Today is the last day. We have been, well, Andrew's been packing stuff up today. I had a very late start today because I was
burning out. It's fair, man, seriously.
so burnt out from yesterday. I think I vlogged at the very end of it and you can just see the deadness in my eyes. I'm like, so yeah, whatever, just leave it, just burn it, it's fine.
Fire everywhere.
Yeah. So my dad's coming at 4 to start picking up the rest. We think it's going to be 4 moves in total, so we'll be done around 10 o'clock.
Cool.
But then, and I feel like I've said this sentence too many times in the last week or 2 weeks, but then it's done. That's
It is done. Well, it has to be done because this is our last day.
That's what I said to Alex. I keep saying like, oh, today's the last day, but it's not. It's always another day. But like, this is it. Got no more days after this.
Indeed.
So we need to get packing.
Also, Lucy just explained what the hell this was. So it's good.
It's when we were dancing to 99 Red Balloons and we sung it in German. Or did we try to find it in German?
I do not even remember this.
It was the party, LevelUp's birthday. We had all the balloons, we had the glow stick party.
Oh yeah.
I was so proud of it.
That was good times. I thought that was just a normal shop day for us, which has happened a few times, so.
To be fair, technically, yeah.
That's true, actually, yeah.
I wore a white top today and spilt 3 types of food on it.
Well done. I'm so proud.
It's an improvement. I'm learning.
Food goes in mouth.
Apparently. I didn't even know I did it.
And but I forget you don't actually use your Instagram. I was eating 2 AM profiteroles the other day, and all of a sudden Alex was like, Lucy, do you have a profiterole up your nose? And I actually had a bit of profiterole up my nose because I was struggling so much eating them. Like I had chocolate, or I looked like a kid eating ice cream. It was ridiculous. And then I was like, she wiped it all away and she was like, you're ridiculous. And I was like, okay. I was carrying on, and then she went, you have profiterole up your nose? I don't know how I do it. I think I eat differently to other people.
Incorrectly
You get the ball right,
is how.
and then you just do this.
That's 50% of it.
Is the other 50% doing this?
No.
That's where I'm going wrong.
Yeah. When someone says inhaling your food, it's through your mouth. You don't just snort profiteroles.
I eat like a seagull. Pelicans!
Pelicans eat through their nose? Oh, right.
I'm really
That was
worried
news to me.
about the Photoshop potential of that shot. So I'm gonna go.
Bye.
Bye.
Look what I found back in the olden days when Lucy was pretty.
No, I got it!
Oh, I think I'm allowed these. I'm having them.
Oh my gosh, it's actually starting to look empty.
You stealing the what?
It's my vlog now.
So we're just taking the last bits down the stairs for the absolute final run out of the shop. And I don't want to count how many times I've gone up and down these stairs to load it out into the van over there. It's been horrible.
What's the plan for the future?
The plan for the future is that we're going to keep promoting social media. So YouTube, we're going to promote YouTube a lot more with my own TorAthena brand, with the LevelUp brand, streaming, uploaded videos, reviews, let's plays, game geek news. We're really excited about that. Like Andrew said, one of the happiest things that we have between us is that we like to create together, and that's something that we're going to be able to do a lot more. We're really excited about that. We're going to be still selling a lot of stock online, which obviously will help if it sells, and we are keeping a lot of the good stock aside for the future, so we also feel kind of good about that. Not only will I be writing more, which I'm excited about, but also going to cons more. We've got a lot planned. Like I said, I like my backups. I've got my backups.
Are you sad you're closing?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I'd ever be ready to close LevelUp, even though I knew it wouldn't be forever. Don't think I'd ever be ready.
Are you scared?
I'm very scared. I'm very scared of the future, because although I feel positive about it, I also know it could fail terribly.
Any messages for anyone watching?
Yeah, I can't... The word thank you doesn't seem to have enough meaning to what I want to convey across to you. But not only, you know, thank you for coming into the store and giving me money so I can live, but thank you for giving me the best 8 years of my life. You not only made my life worth living, you literally saved my life. I was depressed, I was suicidal, and LevelUp gave me a project and a purpose. And if it wasn't for you guys, the shop still wouldn't be here. I'm not saying I would have gone off and done something stupid, but you gave my life the best possible meaning, and I will forever be grateful for that. Thank you.